Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here, and welcome to another Manchester United Football Manager 2014 Let's Play. It's been like a week or so since I've done these. I'm doing a new series in Football Manager. My videos are going to step up in terms of quantity now. With FIFA as well, I'm going to be getting a lot out there because I have the time to now, and hopefully I can continue to do that. And you just drop your comments on the videos and all of that. And I've been changing my computer and just my setup around and getting it good, and hopefully I've finalized it now, and hopefully my microphone is in a better position now, and just the whole thing together, it should be better in terms of my videos. So hopefully it's all good. And I have a very important game today against Cruz Azul. I think they are from Mexico, one of the better Mexican teams, and they don't have too many amazing players. Their best player, Rojas, right here from Ecuador. He just seems like an all-round good player, like an average player. He could do the job like a mid-table Premier League team. So, yeah, you can sign him if you want. He's a striker. He can do the job. He's a decent player, but by no means he's not like a top four team. Yeah, I don't think he would be that level. But anyway, they've actually got one good goalkeeper in their ranks, but we've got enough in our goalkeeping ranks, as you know, with De Gea. He's going to be there for the majority, but I do have Jordan Crawford, our own region, I brought through. So, yeah, I don't really need to focus on goalkeepers. Unless we sell De Gea, then I have to definitely look for some other options. And no doubt that can happen, like how Raphael wanted to leave and he went to PSG. That can definitely happen throughout a game. And I do like that, because you have to be a good manager for that. You have to find good replacements. And I will be going through things. Some people say it's boring when I do this, but I'd like to go through the team stuff. For me, in Football Manager, this is what it's different to FIFA. The off-field stuff is more important than the results, than actually watching the game. Results are important, but actually watching it, like, to me, I prefer to give information. Like here, Jonathan Silva. To me, this guy is the best young left-back in the game, even better than Luke Shaw of Southampton. He just seems better overall. He's quick, very good natural fitness, and he's a very, very good tackler with 17 tackling and 16 marking, 16 anticipation, which is important for a defender, positioning as well, determination. He's one of the best, and you can see he's currently dominating for his current team, Estudiantes, in the Argentinian league. So he's a great player, and he'll be that amazing left back we have, because currently we don't have too much options. If you see here, we've got Fabio, who's injured. He was wanted by quite a few teams, and yeah, he still is. Okay, what happened there? I think I pressed something on the keyboard, but anyway, yeah, he's wanted by Valencia. So if we can make a move if the deal goes through for Silva, we could probably sell Fabio on, but for me, he's a good rotation, backup player, like to come off the bench, whether it be left back, right back, left midfield, even centre mid, so he can be a very good rotation player for me. Just remains to be seen. But also Danny Rose. I did the swap deal for Evra, which I still think was a good deal, because he's been playing well. In the previous game, he also scored a goal. You can see here in Sporting Lisbon, it was a not important match anyway, because he already qualified for the knockout stage. I'll show you that soon. Like I said, so much outfield stuff to show. And Balanta, who's ever improving, but more so, I see him as a centre-back. He could be even a good defensive mid with some good mental attributes for that position, but still, he's amazing centre-back, and I would say he will replace the Vidic and Ferdinand in the team as centre-backs, and left-back, we still have to find someone, and I would see Danny Rose or Fabio as the backup, but we play with left midfielders as well, so they can be rotation players for that position, so it's good to have them in the first team. And of course, we signed, like I said, Raphael wanted to leave, and he was a player I thought would be like a 10-year player, or at least an 8 or so year player for me. And that can surprise you. So you always have to have backups, even though, like I said before, I think De Gea, he'll be there for 10 seasons or whatever. If he decides he wants to leave for a new challenge or whatever, I do have to have those options on my short list in case that does happen, like I did with Gino Peruzzi. And he's actually done better than Raphael in terms of average rating. For Raphael, I believe he struggled. He actually had a really low average rating. So last season, he struggled to get 7. I think it was just below the average rating of 7. And right now, Gino Peruzzi, he's an amazing player, and he's only 22 as well. So he's more well-rounded as well. It's hard to say. He's more stronger. Raphael, not that strong. But yeah, Peruzzi is definitely a strong player, and that's really showing in the average ratings. And I'm pretty sure that's all I really want to show you right now. Any other players? There's just some regions. Leave your comments. When do you think I should do the updates for regions or whatever? This guy you see signing really cheap. He was actually a goalkeeper. Leon Bayer, who looks like a wizard or something. He's only 15, but still, he's not as high potential. But for that cheap, like 7k or whatever, we're going to be able to sell him on a profit. That's a big part of what I do when I go into the future. And I do want to go in the future with this a lot because a lot of people say they struggle with Football Manager. Now I want to showcase my dominance. A lot of people say they struggle when it's too hard. I want to show you how you can dominate with my tactic. I believe I've built amazing tactic this way. And the good thing about it is you can change it around. See, now I've dropped it to the 2 defensive midfielders, but on support role. You see, one defensive midfield, 1 centre mid. I used to have that, but now I'm just changing it up. It depends who's available to play in that position. So leave your comments if it's better to play it like that. That's how it originally was, but I made some changes to adapt central midfielders. But because a lot of teams do have central midfielders, not just defensive midfielders. You probably want to see the guy I probably pay the most, or Rodrigo from Corinthians. He's got really high potential ability, as you can see by the scout report. Potential ability, 5-star, and has potential to become a world-class defensive midfielder in the future. Suits in our formation perfectly. And yeah, he'll be worth the money, no doubt. He'll be a world-class player. Sometimes you don't want to splash the cash, but yeah, he's got one of the high potential abilities in the game, as you saw by the scout report. That's what I judge it off. When it says they're going to be world-class, yeah, you can't really disregard that, sorry. And this guy is really cheap. This guy is, where is he from? Tunisia. He could be the next Tunisian Messi, especially by his name as well, and by his dribbling ability and his technique. And he's actually got 15 long shots, 14 technique, and the shoots from distant trait. So that's very good to mix together. And yeah, he could be a good young player, but I doubt he'll be that high level, just judging off his different attributes or whatever. But again, could make profit only signing for 400k. But I'll go into the semi-final of the Club World Championship today. Hopefully can do well. I love to win competition, And you look here, we already won 2 competitions, already won the Community Shield and UEFA Super Cup. So I'm winning heap, and there's a reason I want to play this a lot. It's because I want to get high on the leaderboard, so I'm probably going to get a lot of this out again. And it's hard to say because my Sunderland series in FIFA 14 career mode is doing good, and it gets more likes than Football Manager. That's why I sort of been uploading that and not Football Manager for the last couple of days, because you got to do what's best for your channel. Unfortunately, and if it keeps going like that, I'm not sure what will hold the future of Football Manager videos. But I got to see. I got to see what gets best for my channel. That's what I got to look for. But here we have to make some changes to the first team. Fabio is injured, so again, like I said, we have to make changes. Nemanja Vidic in. Puyol's actually been really good, but I'm only going to use Puyol when I need to. He's sort of the backup guy, and right now he's just there for the experience for younger players, and I've got him as a coach as well, and that's got the future going to hold for him. And you're going to see I do that a lot. I like signing those players that are getting older. You can sign them for pretty cheap. You see with Puyol from Barca, where are we? Career stats. Signed him for 2.7 million, and he's only going to be, this year? He might retire after this year. You see I've got him on the staff, and you can see he's got some decent attributes. Tactical, of course. That's not surprised. He's 14 on that, so I would imagine he'll keep improving as a coach. And yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to sign those players up, the experience, and then have them as coaches. That's what I do. Do you do that as well? I'd like to see your comments if you also do that. So yeah, the team's pretty strong right now. But I'm going to bring Vitinho in. You could think this is a game where you could play some younger types, and that's what I'm probably looking to do. Fernandes is actually getting heaps of games for me right now. I just want to blood him a lot and give him the games, give him them experience, and he should become into a world-class striker for us. Let's see, it's hard to say if he's more of an advanced forward or a complete forward. He can create well, so he's got very good technique and passing and be able to create stuff. So I would believe he'll be good as a complete forward, being the support, the guy who drops in a bit more midfield at times, and advanced forward, obviously, you know that role. So that's what I believe is best to do, but I still... it's hard to say on Rooney. I think this is a match to get Rooney's morale up, and I'll rest Welbeck. Welbeck's actually playing really poor lately, so I think I'm going to give him a little bit of a rest and bring Al-Sharari and Pogba. Look, all these amazing players. Carrick wasn't great in my last game, and I will be playing this on 2D, and I can notice now, I'm talking about a lot of this stuff, but I find this stuff way more important than just showing a match. It's more informative and stuff. I'll bring Nainggolan instead of Fellaini. and that should bring a good mix in the teams. I don't know about Zaha, to be honest. I'll rest Puyol. Like I said, he's just going to be there. Fellaini, he'll come in. And yeah, I'll go into today's match. I am going to be playing on this 3D, like I said, because I think it's... Actually, I'm going to bring Al-Sharari instead of Vitinho. Al-Sharari didn't play last game, so he's definitely fully fit for this. To come in, hopefully dominate. I want to show my dominance. Every competition, even though it's the Club World Championship, it shouldn't be regarded as really high. It's still, if you think Club World Championship, we have the chance to showcase that we are the best team in the world. Obviously, the best team in Europe would be good enough because, the other regions of the world, it's not going to be so important. Europe's the biggest, so yeah, it's not that important, but it's good to have that title to your own. So here we're going to hard tackle a lot of players that aren't 100% fit, or more so in the 80s or low 90s. I just like to do that. I'm not going to hard tackle, or I'm not going to tight mark or show onto weaker foot with them because we are the better team. And when you do that a lot, it plagues in your formation. It takes away from your tactics. So you got to keep that in mind. Look, Rooney, he's not scoring heaps and heaps, but he's got 11 assists. So even though he's been not amazing happiness right now because of having the low win bonuses, and that's how I save some money as well, and it shows in the transfers. By next seasons, I'll probably just put it on medium, so everyone's kind of happy with that, or just not displeased. But if you put it on high, they get happy, but they get really... it affects your finances, no doubt, and you can save a lot. But anyway, Al-Sharari, first season, scored 7 goals. First season for us, he's been a good player. And so yeah, this is going to... I've been actually listening to my assistants' advice a lot. Tell them to pick up where they left off, and I'll try that and should get a good result. See, it does. So yeah, there's going to be times I talk like this a lot, but that's the way Football Manager is compared to FIFA. There's so much more information. FIFA, you just want to see the games pretty much. You see, the gameplay is not amazing in Football Manager. That's why I focus a lot of outside stuff, and I like to talk about that, and I would find a lot of people will find that informative, especially when it's kind of... I'm not showing every single game, I'm doing updates. At least that's what I find important anyway. And yeah, I'm always going to do what I enjoy because it's gotten me to the point I am today, of course, with Football Manager. But yeah, like I said before, FIFA videos currently doing better, so it's hard to say. I want Football Manager to be bigger, but sometimes, yeah, you have no control over that. And because I'm playing on Zoom, I have to put this here. Now you can see the commentary. There as we score. Who's that? Jones. Phil Jones, first goal of the season. And I've noticed I've scored a lot of goals from set pieces, whether it be free kicks or also corners. So I'm not sure if that's my setup. I'm not really sure. I just did it really quickly when I set up the tactic. So far long ago, I can't even remember when it was. But still, it seems to be doing well. You see creating chances here. It's really a scramble in the box, but we couldn't really score. To me, this match, we aren't playing amazingly so far, just the original judging off it. But yeah, that's the thing. When you're a good team, you just do that. You come in, Rajanen goal and scores a goal. We signed him really cheap because he signed for Bayern Munich in the first season, and then they didn't want him anymore. So they signed him for 12 million, I think it was, and we signed him for half the price at 6 million. So I believe that was a good deal. We got him half his value. And yeah, there's not more you can ask for. He's a very well-rounded player. He's a very good tackler. He's got 17 tackling, and he can show he can score as well. So again, you can't ask for more than that. 2-0 away. Again, solid performance, but what you would expect from us in this kind of game. And I am playing Jordan Crawford, again, giving some young goalkeepers the chance to play. And yeah, I think in the zoomed in, it looks better because if it's not zoomed in, it's just too far away. You can't see who's playing in the goalkeeper as Pogba scores from a free kick. He's just insane. He's gone up to 20 long shots now, which is amazing. And I'm trying to get that knowledge now up of my players, not just... instead of showing you their attributes and everything, I'm getting the knowledge of them in my head, and through a game, I'll talk about it instead of showing it. So I don't talk about so much of that off-field stuff for the people that don't like that and think I talk too much stuff. So I'm trying to get the knowledge of that, looking at it a lot, and then talk about it through a game. And hopefully that's better. I don't know. Again, just trying to improve. That's all part and parcel of that. So bring in Vitinho. Now we can get in some other players. And I'll just show you Jordan Crawford for a second. See, he's a decent player. Give him some games here and there. He's not amazing yet, but it's going to be invaluable for the future, giving him some experience as a 16-year-old in these kind of games. I'm hoping for that anyway. Belanta should give him a rest. We'll bring on Danny Rose. See, that's why I like to have them rotation options. See, if we sold Danny Rose or Fabio, and if we sold Danny Rose and Fabio's injured right now, we have no one in that rotation option as a left midfielder or left back to come in. That's why I like to have those players. And I will just do 2 subs for now. Leave one in case, for whatever reason, might get an injury or something. Motivation, assertive, and you say you have faith that's very good. But if it doesn't say it, you say, let's see more of you, the same tonight, and that kind of talk. It doesn't really get them a good reaction, but it's sort of, they know what to do. They just want to continue and put out good performances. I'm hoping anyway. Pogba again. Pogba is amazing now. He's got like a long, I'll show you maybe after the match, but I'm teaching him to shoot with power as well, and he takes shot from range, and he's got the 20 long shots out of 20, so it's all together as Pedro Fernandez. I'm loving this guy right now. 5th goal of the season for a 15-year-old. That is amazing, because imagine what he can do when he just continues to gather the experience and become a better player. He's actually playing better than someone like Welbeck right now, which is crazy to think. See, he picks it up there and he applies the finish. And it's really good to play him in these kind of games because it's sort of his level. He can play at this level. So, it's a no-brainer, to be honest, to play him. Guys like him and Jordan Crawford, younger types, Vitinho coming on as well. Of course, we may concede a goal possibly here. Very lucky. Rebounded off the crossbar, but still, that's the thing, giving players experience. And what do you think helps players grow the most? Giving them some experience at this lower level, or like in some games here and there, I mean, or sending them out on loan, or just keeping them in your reserves and using your good training facilities? Because obviously at Manchester United we have one of the best available. As we come in again, Rooney should finish. Fernandez almost latched onto that, but unfortunately he could on that occasion. You can see we're really showcasing the dominance now. Dan Golan coming in. Fernandez. Rooney should finish. Nah, really poor shot. And I noticed that with Rooney. When I put the low win bonuses, he was really disappointed about that. Because, of course, Rooney is after the money, like always. And he's the only player that's really disappointed about that. Maybe a couple other ones, but only he's more drastically about that. He's the only one I noticed having really low morale, and maybe Hernandez as well. We're into the final, so that was pretty easy. Not much work to be done there, but look, Nani, 3 assists, still a fantastic player, doing well for me, and improving. He's getting into some good training now, and improving in his attributes. You can see here, he's going up a little bit, so he's getting back into his best form right now. Still 28, still in the prime of his career, to be honest. 28, you should be expecting to play at your highest level, so you're probably a couple years away from declining once you reach 30, but when you're in that age, like 27, 28, that's when I would expect for you to be playing your best football, to be honest. So it's good to get those results. Good to put out a dominating performance. We don't really dominate possession, but in terms of shots on target, look at that, 8 on target to the single. So we definitely dominated. Didn't really dominate clear-cut chances, but again, we dominated the shots. You can see that 4-0. So we did really well in that facet of the game. So we go into the semi-final. Check out some other stuff here. Goal glut 4-0, of course. Nani's on form. He's, I don't know, for me, in the first season, he wasn't so amazing. He was kind of trouble with injuries, even though he was okay. I think I mean this. What the hell am I doing? Anyway, go back. Sorry, I keep pressing on the keyboard. But nonetheless, Nani he's doing well. I think, like I said, we'll go back to him here. If you go to injuries, he's had quite a few, I believe, and it's plagued him. Look, recently, look at all this. 2004, 2013. He's had all these little injuries here and there. So he's had 4 this season, these little injuries. The last one was actually for 4 weeks, and now he's come back and doing well for me. So that's all you can ask, really, to be honest. He's doing great. I mean, I think I was wrong there. I think he's just 2 this season. I'm kind of forgetting I'm in the second season, but still, he's doing well. Look at those ratings. Showed you in that game, but more so, the improving Aussie attributes. That basically, he's not really improving in them. That basically just shows he's doing well in training, because he's an experienced player now. He's not going to really increase so much in his attributes, but it does show he's doing good in training. And that's one thing you can base your selection of your team around. You go to training, you go to team, and you go, or individual, and then you go to performances. This is the training performances, for anyone who doesn't know, and they're doing higher here. That's been because this is one thing with Football Manager. It's sort of hard to know who's doing well in training. It's not like you can watch the training or something. So how you have to judge that is off of this. You can see who's doing well. Obviously, Crawford, he's actually doing good in the training, so he deserves a start. And De Gea is also doing well. But you see Pedro Fernandes, that showed in the result as well. He scored a goal. Jones as well. So it does show. Pogba, Zaha, Vitinho as well. So it does show somewhat. So, if you want to know how to see your players in training, who's doing well, this is the way to see it. And Jordan Crawford definitely showed that with picking up the clean sheet in a very... It's not such an important match, but it's a pressure match for him because he's a young player coming in like that semi-final kind of stage, and he does have the high potential 5-star report. So leave your thoughts on him. Do you think he can be better than De Gea eventually? Because De Gea, of course, is a strong keeper, and I'll show you update on the Premier League as well. Currently, we're sitting in third, but we do have a game in hand to Man City and Chelsea. And if we do win that, we'll be going ahead of Chelsea. And funnily enough, or interestingly enough, Hull is fourth. I'm not sure how they're fourth, but they are. And Arsenal is seventh. So that's just one of the things how Football Manager goes. I guess, again, I think I did this in one previous episode. I like to see who's doing best for them. Could be a good signing, but they've got a lot of injuries right now, so I would imagine that may lead them to declining. So you look, average rating, Ben Turner, he's only played a couple games, so not really involved in that. Huddleston's actually been probably their best player if you look at their attributes. 27, good physically, he's got very good strength. He seems like a decent player. He could do the job at a higher level, to be honest, and he's one of the reasons they're doing well currently. He's a very strong player. And that's always going to be good. But for me, he wouldn't need to be a signing. But yeah, he'll be a good Premier League player at any level, I would imagine, because he's got the passing and technique and then the strength and fitness to go with that. So leave your thoughts on him. Do you think he's a good player? Definitely, I do think he's a good player, at least judging off what he's done in the game so far this season. And you see previous season, he's had 2 above 7 ratings. And above 7 rating for a team that just got promoted, that's a decent effort if you ask me. So leave your thoughts on him. He could actually be a decent signing, fairly cheap, around that 5 million. So he could be a decent player, especially he's shown that in his performances. So hopefully you enjoy that. Drop your thoughts, and hopefully you do enjoy it. Because I enjoy playing Football Manager, probably my favorite game. I do enjoy it more than FIFA, but I have a lot of people that want FIFA, so I have to balance it good and well. Sometimes I get mixed with that. Sometimes I say good or well to me. Some people say it's wrong if you say good. To me, it's the same different. If you say something's good, or you played well, or you played good, I don't see the difference. Some people said it's wrong when you say you played good. I don't know. Maybe because I didn't finish school, I don't really care. But still, I'm doing YouTube now, so I can't really complain. But anyway, that's it for now. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time.